name is Harry. I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is April 6, 2025. It is 2 p.m. So I have some tweets I have not edited, or not even edit. I have not even recorded them. So I just want to get the recording out of the way, and then maybe tonight I'll edit them. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8, about 8 tweets. Some of them are videos, and I don't know. Let's just go on Twitter. I don't have that much time. This is the first tweet. Okay. So it looks like some people are making reviews of As Ever product Meghan has. Okay, I love Olivia. I found her when she did a makeup tutorial in 2021 of one of Meghan's looks, and she's been loving Meghan loudly ever since. Okay, I don't know who she is, but the squad showed it. I put it on the list. I never get a chance to watch it, so let's see. 1 minute and 5 seconds.
Meghan Markle Sussex jam has just arrived. You guys, let's make some breakfast with it. Also already steeping a little bit of her tea. This is the lemon ginger tea. Let's open up our jam. Oh my god, you guys. Oh my goodness. It smells really good. Wow. Okay, I spoiled it. Wait.
She spoiled it.
Alright, first taste of Meghan's jam. Wow, this is the perfect sour jam. It's not too sweet. I don't like my jams too sweet. This is amazing. Let's try the tea.
There's a thing she said in one, probably in the Netflix thing, the proportion of sugar to the fruit. There's a different term for it, depending on how much fruit and how much sugar, or something like that. I need to watch that episode again. The other thing as well. In one video, I said that Harry and Meghan should learn or take a pointer from Kamala Harris, the Democratic Party in the U.S., where they took some pointer from Harry and Meghan, where at the beginning, where Kamala Harris was nominated as to run for president, right? She did not talk to the media. What she did, she went and talked to the people, right? So that was a pointer that she took from Harry and Meghan. Now, I'm going to get to the point why I'm bringing all of this. Now, during the Democratic National Convention, what the Democratic Party did is that they didn't really invite the media in. They invite influencers. They give priority to influencers. They have interviews with influencers, big channels like Midas Touch. They're professional because they are lawyers or whatever. But there were some other young YouTubers who are into politics, who have huge followings. They give them priority to talk to the candidates and all of that. Okay? With that being said, now what Harry should do with the Invictus, because they gave right to a station in the UK to highlight or to broadcast, to broadcast the Invictus. So this is where Harry should take a pointer from the Democratic National Convention. Instead of giving those channels access to broadcast their thing, the games, the Invictus game, what he should do is find influencers who are his fans to invite them to broadcast or show whatever it is that they want to show about the Invictus. Because Harry have reached out to all professionals and they always, backstab him. I'm not in the UK, but from what I've heard, and I think that the CEO was stepping out He's retired and he's been with Invictus since the beginning. Something Reed. All right. He made a interview where he was very disappointed the way the UK, is it ITV who had the right to air Invictus? They didn't do it. Okay. And I've also read in my comment section where some squaddies who are in the UK were saying that they're not seeing the games and all of that. Okay, so if they have shown it, maybe it's after, not during the time where everybody's talking about it. We're so excited. They didn't show it. They let it come down, and then that's when they show it. And one of the things I've also said is that they did not want to compare the viewership with whatever they have aired about the other brother. They didn't want the numbers to be compared because they know the Invictus will be watched by a lot of people. That's my humble opinion. So I bring all of this is that because the way the media in the UK have treated Invictus or Harry's project, and like they really backstab him, Harry should reach out to YouTubers who are in the UK, all right, the respective countries, whoever can fly to the country, to the wherever the game is being played, invite people, or if there are influencers that are Harry and Meghan fans, contact them, give them the red carpet to air the games, give them places where they could go or access. This is where you can go, this is where you cannot go. Do the background check and everything like that, instead of giving priority to those big medias, because they're ending up backstabbing them. And I know the squads, they're not that greedy. They could map out a way and said, okay, this game I'm gonna air it, this game I'm gonna air it, or we're gonna interview the participant, we work together to show the entire game and on our respective platform. That's how I will do it, because the mainstream media have disrespect Harry in so many ways. Look what's happening with Santa Bali. Okay, I took too long with this. Let's get back to that. The reason I'm saying that, because Meghan is giving her product to different people to just share it the way you want. All right, so Harry could learn a thing or two from that as well. All right, so let me move it back slightly.
Wow, this is the perfect sour jam. It's not too sweet. I don't like my jams too sweet. This is amazing. Let's try the tea. We can't forget about the tea. It's truly just dried ingredients in here. You can taste it in the quality. So good. And I purchased literally everything else from her website. So if you guys want to see me try anything else, the only thing I wasn't able to get my hands on was the honey, which I'm really bummed about. But yeah, let me know what else you guys want to make. And congratulations, Miss Sussex. This is fabulous and iconic. We didn't expect anything less.
Okay. For a minute, I didn't know she purchased it. You see, I don't know who she is. I left the video for me to when I'm recording. So I have the time, that's why I'm recording now. I thought I don't know who she is, but I thought Meghan sent her those products. But apparently she bought it and she got it and she's doing the review. Okay, so that's that. Let's see here. Some of her Meg inspired TikTok. Okay, I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know anything. Okay, so there's a music I muted. Okay. Okay, that's nice. Next one. You'll never see me doing that. I'm not a fashion or makeup person. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's see the next one. Very nice. Interesting. Next one. Okay, so alright, I just watched this. Love her too. She's an OG, original, a real one. Alright, so let's go to the next one. Copy the next tweet. When was this posted? April 4th. We are April 6th. So it's been what, 2 days? Next one. Guys, I'm so proud of us and our boycott of Vanity Fair. Ever since that nasty, disgusting hit piece and the nasty pieces that have come out since, none of us give this trash outlet the time of day. Their engagement is abysmal. Before they will get like 1,000 likes per post about Harry and Meghan, and now look. But I think when I first came across this, I posted on my community board. I hope they learn real fast, hate stop selling, and they effed up big time by going after our faves, white and human beings. Alright, so this is the thing here. I only managed to spend $64 on Meghan Markle's As Ever goods before things sold out. Okay, so how many like? Oh my god, 23 comment, 10 retweet, 46 like, and 1 bookmark. And Vanity Fair was one of the outlets that Harry had literally put the red carpet for them to come and talk about travelers. It was People, Vanity Fair, Town and Country. I remember them. Okay, and for that headpiece that she's making reference to, I think I have shared it on my community board when the squad were talking about it. I didn't read the article, but I must have shared it with you. Maybe last month or something like that. This year for sure, because I remember the squad talking about that. So, and the squad sort of put heads together and said, we're done with Vanity Fair, so to speak. Okay, so what is that here? Okay, this I've shared already on another video. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm not gonna do it again. I blacked them after that disgusting article. Vanity Fair can F off. They thought they are, okay, stuff. What is that? Surf. They thought they are the surf on the entire Harry and Meghan wave and get the haters to their website. It can only work if you do that constantly, but they don't. The haters are not into fashion and rich people lifestyle, so they were never going to be their readers. Some of Meghan fans are into that. See, like the thing I just showed you. Okay, even though I'm not into fashion, because I know there are some squaddies who are. So when the squad are talking about it, and there are squad who like this stuff, I will share some of them sometimes. All right, and it's almost the same thing with the car, Elon Musk. Okay, trashing people left and right, but who's buying those his cars? Liberals, people who work, who have money. But do you think the MAGAs are gonna buy? Okay. Vanity Fair has lost its credibility since the Epstein cover-up scandal. Okay, I'm not aware of that. Even worse, they have become a trashy tabloid glassy rag that employ royal rats like Katie Nichols. Okay. Yeah, I'm not interacting at all with them. I saw it on my timeline by other Sussex squad members and bypassed it. You see, this is how the squad do. They're not about it, they just leave it. They don't go in there and start complaining. Okay, I just saw a post that the editor is stepping down. That I think I shared it on my community board and probably in one of my videos. Stepping down and slow traffic is cited in the article in the New York Times. Black after the hate piece, so I don't see them on my timeline anymore. Exactly, serve them right. I will never again click on anything they post. Vanity Fair's article attacking Meghan caused me to stop subscribing after decades. I don't care what Vanity Fair says now. After that article, I blacked them. I too am proud of our boycott of Vanity Fair. That magazine is full of, there's the word here anyway, hence their low engagement and likes, in effect. Okay, I'm telling you, once they move to the US, okay, we're showing them how we do it because they capture everything. All mainstream media. What is it? I spoke about a lot of those things with Washington Post. What is the other one? Wall Street Journal with Rupert Murdoch and Will Lewis. For those who are new, just scroll back to some of my videos. Like late last year, I spoke up leading up to the election. There were a lot of things that I talk about in terms of journalists and the US and things that were happening. Even though they may sound like politics, but there are some connection with Harry and Meghan, okay? There are some connections. So some people at the beginning, when I first started talking about Harry and Meghan, you know, I was not following them or anything like that. But when I bring politics aspect of things, people were saying, oh, I'm not about politics. I'm here only for Harry and Meghan. I was like, hey, you could unsubscribe. Because my original, my main purpose at the beginning was to talk about politics in a way, not the same way as those professionals do, but to put my spin on it. But I stumbled upon Harry and Meghan by accident. And then for some reason, I did see the comparison, the parallel of things, and then I share them with you. And many times I've I will not say predict, the thing that I was seeing, I said it, and later on, they did come true. Like, for instance, the one with It Has Been Done Before. It was since 2020. I first stumbled upon the Harry and Meghan thing, and the squad were informing me and things like that. And for some reason, I was like, yeah, at some point they're gonna want him back, and then this is what might happen. Go watch that video. That was since 2020. Then when did we come across where we find out who was behind the Harry and Meghan? Alright, so go watch that video. But anyway, let's leave that alone. Let's go to the next tweet. So the squad boycott Vanity Fair. They done with that. It's almost like with Target and what's the other one? The squad, not just the squad, American are boycotting, and they're losing money big time. All right, next tweet. Meghan then become a bully until they were worried what she would say on Oprah. Harry then become a bully until Sophie Chandauka was asked to resign. Why isn't Sophie Chandauka releasing this smoking gun text from Prince Harry? Okay, so that was back in April 3rd. Okay, let's read some of the comment and then I'll go to Kaiser. This employee and angry Sophie Chandauka is wicked, bringing Centabali issues to Sky News UK because she knows Prince Harry and his wife Meghan have haters in the UK. Step down from Centabali, Sophie. Know your place. Right, this picture right here was up on the platform. So after that, why did Sophie walk over and try to push her way into the group picture? Use Harry for clout. The more pictures with him, the better. I don't know, maybe they had an idea of things, of whatever they were ploying, and you could hear on the stand where Meghan was saying, go in the middle, something like that. Very nicely. That is good. Alright, we've seen this relentless defile spending of Sussex topic many times before, either to do the palace's bidding or on behalf of others who are determined to harm Harry and Meghan's reputation. This feels like a KP-led operation. Sophie is definitely getting her instruction from a KP handler. Okay, allegedly. This cripple lady has been doing this for years. Every photo you see of that Chandauka chick, she's got her hand all over Harry. Okay, I drop kick her ass over the river if she kept doing that to my hubby. Oh my God, thank you. I don't want to be dragged into being a B, but where is hand? Alright, that is bully. So disappointing. Alright, let's go into the, I don't know. No respect. Okay, and it's a Trevor. The other day I was trying to remember this guy's name. I can't remember it. And it's a Trevor P. tweet. The unnamed website consultant who received unauthorized payment when Chandauka was Madam Chair. Other Centabali's payment include £46,000 plus on Meghan Markle Media Consultant, or I don't know if it's MM Media Consultant, and £12,000 to an unnamed website consultant. Was Trevor Phillips, there's that, one of the recipients of Centabali's fund. He and Sophie are good friends and allegedly work together in the UK. That is sad. This is an ad. Let's leave that alone. I have a lot of videos talking about them. Let's go to the next tweet. These are tweets that were piling up. I never got a chance to record them. I see why people like Michelle below admire Kate Middleton. Sophie Chandauka is not a doctor in any sense of the word. I don't even call myself a doctor, and I have earned my degree with a doctorate at the end. Alright, so she retweeted that, Michelle Michelin. Okay, it's doctor to you idiots who have their head up. Oh, please. Now I see why she put that. I heard it was giving to her or something like, well, she did explain her. Girl, Dr. Queen made kind of has a nice ring to it. I'm just saying. My mama will slap me upside the head if I dare. Alright, what is that? Have you seen this? I don't know the artist. I found it on here, but this is beautiful. Probably AI kind of thing. I don't know. She's crashing out, laughing my ass off. Michelle needs some chamomile tea. Did okay, so let's go to the next one. Alright, so this one was in the middle of the night. I was editing one of the videos that's actually live. This one, I was in the middle of editing that, and I was kind of tired, and I was like, let me go on Twitter, and I saw this, and then I put that. This is my response here 8 hours ago. I'm literally talking about it in my video right now. I'm taking a break from editing. Alright, so there's that conveyor belt, and then I decided to put this video, which I did on PYTE when Harry's book came out regarding the conveyor belt. So that's that here. 7 people like it. Okay, that is a very beautiful video you put together, so sweet. Next month, May, is their 7th anniversary. This will be a lovely video of Harry and Meghan looking back on how they met and fell in love together. I know they will get a kick out of this video and love it. May 19, Harry and Meghan. I used to put videos during the birthday, anniversary, you name it. I don't have time anymore. When I make my videos, I think they make sense. Okay, we stalk no man. All we did was post on Instagram. Okay, it's a cute story. Harry has a sharp eye. I won't have been able to see what he saw. I'm shallow like that. Okay, the way he described it is like a freaking artist.
Travel the world from top to bottom, literally. I'd hopscotched the continents. I'd met hundreds of thousands of people. I'd crossed paths with a ludicrously large cross-section of the planet's 7 billion residents. For 32 years, I'd watched a conveyor belt of faces pass by, and only a handful ever made me look twice. This woman stopped the conveyor belt. This woman smashed the conveyor belt to bits. I'd never seen anyone so beautiful. Why should beauty feel like a punch in the throat? Does it have something to do with our innate human longing for order? Isn't that what scientists say? And artists? That beauty is symmetry, and therefore represents a relief from the chaos? Certainly my life to that point had been chaotic. I can't deny hungering for order, can't deny seeking a bit of beauty. I'd just come back from a trip with Pa, Willie and Kate to France, where we'd marked the anniversary of the Battle of the Somme, honoured the British dead, and I'd read a haunting poem, Before Action. It was published by a soldier 2 days before he died in action. It ended, "Help me to die, O Lord." Reading it out, I realized I didn't want to die. I wanted to live. A fairly staggering revelation for me just then. But this woman's beauty and my response to it wasn't based merely on symmetry. There was an energy about her, a wild joy and playfulness. There was something in the way she smiled, the way she interacted with Violet, the way she gazed into the camera. Confident, free. She believed life was one grand adventure. I could see that. What a privilege it would be, I thought, to join her on that journey. I got all of that from her face.
And different videos, I dissect the part where he's talking about symmetry, chaos, order, and all of that, because these are some terms we've used in architecture. So I sort of explain it in my own way, how the royal family, they want things to be in a specific way, so the eyes don't get so confused when people are moving freely. They don't like that. They get scared. They want to know for every day where you're gonna go, what time, this and that. So this is where the order, the symmetry of things for them. But when people are moving around freely, it's become chaotic. So I sort of interpret it in my own way, in a different video. Not that one, not that video. It's a different video, slightly around the same time. I don't remember which video I said it in. Okay, I know X, and the conveyor belt was shattered. I know. If I had stuck a man to uni, inserted myself into his circle, wore a sheer dress, wore a sheer dress for him to notice me and spent the next decade being cheated on and dumped with no guarantee of a ring just for a woman with a dog filter to land a prince without even trying. I'll be mad too. Okay, I'm laughing. Sorry, let me read it again. If I had stalked a man to uni, inserted myself into his circle, wore a sheer dress for him to notice me, and spent the next decade being cheated on and dumped with no guarantee of a ring just for a woman with a dog filter to land a prince without even trying, I'll be mad AF too. It's a cute story. Harry has a sharp eye. I won't have been able to see what he saw. I'm shallow like that. Maybe it was meant for him to see through that. I don't know. Maybe the universe had something to do with it. For his eyes to filter through the dog filter to see through the soul or the eyes of Meghan. I don't know. The universe had something to do with it. Sometimes there are things we cannot explain.
So, you know, the fact that I fell in love with Meghan so incredibly quickly was a sort of confirmation to me that everything, all the stars were aligned, everything was just perfect.
Alright, why did I put this? Pop culture Lizzo. Okay, Lizzo has lost her mind. So let's see here. I think I did listen to this. It was this morning when I saw that. She was talking about, I think, is it Madonna or what's her name? Janet Jackson. But let's listen, 32 seconds. But they were, dragging her in the comment.
I love Madonna.
I have to really clear up some shit because people came for me on the internet because I said Janet Jackson is the queen of pop. I said Janet Jackson's the queen of pop, and here is why I said Janet is the queen of pop. Britney Spears is doing a Janet impression. And she said it. Janet is her diva.
Yeah. Sure.
There were no such things as pop divas before Janet. Janet was first. She was famous when Madonna was a kid watching her on television.
Yeah. I love Madonna.
Okay, I will not drag her too much. Okay, let me see how old is she. Lizzo. These are people I don't follow. Certain things come on my timeline. If I'm interesting, I look and then it caught my attention. I don't know. But let me see what how old is she. If she was a 90 or 2000 kid, so she may not know. Alright. When was she born? She 36, 1988. So it was around that time in the 90s. I would say Madonna, 80s. Madonna was pretty high up there. So I don't know. She was born April 27. Oh my God. Sam. Oh my God. My godson. Same year, same date. April 27. Wow. Exact day and year. My godson. Wow, what a coincidence. He passed though. What a coincidence. But anyway, what I will say for that, because even my kids sometimes, when they hear remix of music that I like in the 80s, they think it's like brand new. The remix was, the beat of the music was never, was not there prior. Okay, the new artists use old music to, I don't know, whatever artists do. But then again, if she's in the music, shouldn't she know a little bit of history of things? I'm not gonna go too hard on her because I've seen, and even in my house, my niece and nephews from my husband's side, we driving them places, they will swear their life of music that they hear, that this is the shit that's whatever the artist who's remixing it, the one who created. So I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it as that. But the internet came after her. Okay, they go back in the 70s. There's what's her name? Cyndi Lauper, Cher. Oh my God! The other day I was just talking about her daughter. Oh my God. Diana Ross. Oh my God. Okay, Dana Summer. So I'm gonna leave her alone because I don't know. I'll leave it as that. Okay, I'll leave it as that. And I'm not a historian into music, but I've seen things like that happen with my kids and my niece and nephew. They will bet their life on the music that they listen, when in fact some of them were already some of the beat, the remix, already existed. They just remix it. All right, next tweet. Oh my god, this one is a TikTok video. It was kind of funny. All right, wait for it. What? Listen, I'm sorry, there's gonna be a screenshot in between.
Hey, what do you want to eat for dinner? Sweet.
What was that for?
That's what you get for ignoring me. I kept asking you what you wanted to eat for dinner.
Sophie, what? Why are you guys teaming up on me?
That's what you get. Good job, Sappy.
Just let me finish. Sophie.
She's like, no, shut it down. Can you shut it down? Thank you. Hey, what do you eat for dinner?
But the dog on the bed, oh my god, that's one thing. I don't know, unless if the dog just took a shower. That would be the only reason, but other than that, ugh. Alright, next tweet. The things that I watch on Twitter sometimes. And sometimes is when I'm taking a break from editing and I just hop on and to see what's going on and I get stuck on watching videos. Alright, this one I saw. The only reason that I put it, after I finish this, why do liberals fight to keep these? I didn't respond to it, but I left my response for me to share with you. And I was thinking to keep at bay with the type of Donald Trump and those, Hitler type. Now, people who have been listening to some of my old podcasts on both channels, I don't know which channel that I said it, especially around when Trump was around, and I explained why he was going after the gangs and gangs and some other MS, going to the neighborhood, arrest them and do all of that. He was cleaning house. Why? For what's happening right now. This should not be new to you because I have said it. Because when he goes into the neighborhood to get the other people, those gangs will, his people will not have any resistance. Okay? So if you heard me say that before, what's happening now? Okay? In the US. Shipping these people, go in any house that they want without any warrant, I think. I don't know if they have any warrant. Go and they put a mask on their face, take those people out, and then ship them wherever. And at first, he said he was gonna deport people who came illegal, people who, gangs and things like that. Some people were like, okay, yeah, we for all of that. But what he's doing right now, there are people who were here legally, who had proper document. He's shipping everybody out. Okay, and there's a possibility, I think there might be some, I don't know how the documentations are gonna be done. I really don't know. But pretty much what he was doing at first was to get the people, the strongest, the ones that will give his people some sort of a fight. He got rid of them first. Okay? And then left the weak, the ones who were for Trump, even those who came here illegally, a lot of Hispanic. We saw the result of the 2024 election. Okay, people who were voting against their best interests. Now he's shipping all of them out. This is why a lot of African Americans are saying, you know what? We saw this coming. We knew he was gonna do that. We're just sitting this one out. I think 2 days ago on Saturday there was a protest. I don't know if there were any black people who were in that protest. A lot of African Americans were saying, we're sitting this one out because we saw everything coming.
I believe the reason that Donald Trump says that this war would be over within 24 hours is because he would just give it up. And that's not who we are as Americans. Let's understand what happened here. I actually met with Zelensky a few days before Russia invaded, tried through force to change territorial boundaries to defy one of the most important international rules and norms, which is the importance of sovereignty and territorial integrity. And I met with President Zelensky. I shared with him American intelligence about how he could defend himself. Days later, I went to NATO's eastern flank, to Poland and Romania. And through the work that I and others did, we brought 50 countries together to support Ukraine in its righteous defense. And because of our support, because of the air defense, the ammunition, the artillery, the javelins, the Abrams tanks that we have provided, Ukraine stands as an independent and free country. If Donald Trump were president, Putin would be sitting in Kyiv right now. And understand what that would mean, because Putin's agenda is not just about Ukraine. Understand why the European allies and our NATO allies are so thankful that you are no longer president, and that we understand the importance of the greatest military alliance the world has ever known, which is NATO, and what we have done to preserve the ability of Zelensky and the Ukrainians to fight for their independence. Otherwise, Putin would be sitting in Kyiv with his eyes on the rest of Europe, starting with Poland. And why don't you tell the 800,000 Polish Americans right here in Pennsylvania how quickly you would give up for the sake of favor and what you think is a friendship with what is known to be a dictator who would eat you for lunch.
A lot of African American were saying, you know, we're sitting this one out because we saw everything coming.
If Donald Trump is president again, at some point or another, that ugliness will touch all of our lives. And it will not matter what you look like, how you worship, who you love, or how you vote. If you don't make 6 or 8 or 12 figures, if you're not famous, if you criticize or disagree with him in any way, if he doesn't view you as his equal or relevant to his ambitions, I promise you, he will not think about you when he gets into the Oval Office.
You guys voted for him, and now you're protesting for the things that he said he was gonna do. All right? So these things are things I've said in the past. And these screenshots that I'm showing you on the screen, these are screenshots I had when I was mentioning those topics back then. All right? So that's the only reason I put this tweet. I'm sharing this tweet. I didn't even comment on it. I did not like it. I only bookmark it for reference. Can you imagine? This is the thing here. People have a life. This is unthinkable. You thinking of the future for your kids and all of that. You have a life. You have a job. You have a house. You have all of this. And then they just snatch you and then ship you. Your life completely stop. Completely stop. And for whoever did this and put it out there, shame on them. And then look what's happening in Washington. Okay? None of the things... I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm not saying for gangs to be... it's good to have gangs or anything like that. I've explained my sentiment about gangs and neighborhoods and all of that. But when you have people like Trump who's doing this type of things, then I guess this is the counterbalance of things. Okay? Both of them are no better or worse than the other. It would be good to not have any of them. But you make what you want with it. I just wanted to share with you. I didn't respond to it. I didn't even like it. I bookmark it. So just in case if I missed it and or one of the videos I'm thinking about it, and then I could go to it. Many times when I'm sharing videos with you about the squad, I will like it. Why? That way I could always go right here. I'll show you the entire screen. Usually I focus on the center because there's too many writing. It's too busy on the screen. Okay, I'll go to my profile. And then there's this tab here, likes. Okay, I could go. This is the freaking thing I'll be watching sometimes. Okay, I will go through that and then I'll see all the things that I like. Okay, if I missed it, at least I could come and watch it. Okay, things that I want to share with you and things like that. Okay, I have them here. So not everything that I like. I think I shared this in one video. Squad, this one I didn't share it. Iconic couple, every warrior acknowledges the significance of this iconic photograph capturing this stunning couple. All right, so there's that here. All right, so I could see some of the things that I like. Okay, so there's more things about Invictus and things like that. So this is why sometimes I would like, click the like button, so whatever tweet that I share with you, I have it there as well. And not everything that I like, I share it with you. All right, so let's do a prayer. I'm done. I'll edit this later tonight. Prayer for, I don't know, I said professional guidance. Let's remove professional. Let's just say God. All right, God is the professional on that. God's guidance. Let's see. Let's just pick an image. What image? First one. Oh my God, it's kind of long. Okay, a prayer for guidance. Dear Father, thank you for being the Almighty God who holds the entire world and yet cradles my heart. Today, I humbly recognize the need for your guidance, how I crave your presence to lead me. Without your light to shine down, the path is dim and unclear. Without your voice to order my steps, the journey is confusing and obscure. Show me the movement to mirror your will. Reveal the master blueprint as only you can, so that I may boast in your glory and your plan. Amen. I think that was pretty good. So that's that. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. I'm not sure where I'm going to put this video, either PYTE or Team Sussex. Oh, some people subscribe. All right, so that is it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
We ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.